Gregory, a perfect start to this year's campaign for you. Just a flawless game, it felt like. How did you feel from your perspective?
Maybe it was flawless, so obviously during the game I didn't know that, but it felt great to play the tournament. It felt great to play the first round. I was very nervous.
You still get nervous.
Always nervous. Yeah, always nervous. Patrick had a long break from chess, but I didn't feel like it would make a huge difference. So I was prepared for a very complex fight. I played the variation against Neidorf with f3 bishop e3. I played for the first time in my life. So obviously that also was very nervous because there is so much theory.
Was that part of your strategy, the fact that he hasn't played in a long time, perhaps he doesn't know all the intricacies of this?
No. I always take every opponent very seriously, so no. I expected him to know the theory.
Yes.
And he did, but I played the variation with kingside castle, which is not the main line. Many years ago, we analyzed this position with Judith Polgar.
Okay.
This idea in general, like we were talking about, like if they play h5, why can't white castle kingside and h5 would be just a weakness? So it was more like on the conceptual level. We didn't analyze too deep. I didn't have any notes on it, but this idea that this variation is playable stayed in my mind, and I decided
wait for him to play h5 and then short castle.
Correct.
That's a very nice idea.
Correct.
And it felt like you also understood that once you place the knight on a5, your attack comes just like much easier, right? And this was a critical moment, I believe. After castle, he played rook to c8. Perhaps b6 was the only...
Right, that's the move I expected.
That's the move you were expecting.
Right, yeah. Right. And I actually even regret a little bit. I was thinking maybe instead of castle, I should play knight f5 right away. I wasn't sure.
Yes.
Maybe that would be good. Okay, I see computer says all zeros, right?
Yeah.
So
the
okay.
typical.
Right.
The typical, yes.
Right.
And after castle, b6, still all zeros, but it remains a very complex
right.
position.
It's a game. It's a game.
Yeah.
Right.
And after that, it just felt like you were in the driver's seat. You had an easier plan as well, and you were putting a lot of pressure on your opponent. When did you feel like you're taking over completely?
Probably after c5.
After the move c5.
Right. After c5, I felt like, yeah, I should be okay. But still, I had to kind of revisit my calculation because originally when I played c5, I didn't take rook takes c5 seriously. So when
At what point? Here, yes, rook takes c5.
Right. So when he took on c5, I thought d6 just winning.
Yes.
And then then I realized, okay, he can take with a rook, and I had to calculate again, and I found knight b3, and then yeah, and this was I mean bishop c3, and after bishop c3, I thought I have a choice. If he would play bishop c3, I thought I have a choice between queen c1 and queen f2, and I felt like both probably are good. I think I would play probably queen f2, but...
And that's the best move in the position,
yeah,
yes.
Yeah.
And if he takes, you probably take
I just take. And
rook to c8, and now you defend the pawn, right? Or
no, I was thinking knight c5, d7.
That's even easier.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, and I will have pawn for two pawns. Sorry, piece for 2 pawns.
But you also have an attack.
Correct.
On this side.
But with queens on the board, I should be able to create an attack on the king. So,
Gregory, congratulations. A great start for you. Go get some rest. We'll see you tomorrow.
Thank you.
Gregory, a quick question for you. First of all, good to see you.
Great to see you, yes.
I mean, it's a reunion with the seniors. Quick question. This one comes from Twitter. And we thought we'd put you to work, I mean, after all. And the question from the Twitter was, Gregory, what is the difference between junior chess and senior chess?
I mean, it's obviously very different, right? So, in general, the answer is obvious. In junior chess, you will see much more decisions based on calculation, and in senior chess, you would see many more decisions based on feel, right? But as a senior, I know that if I want to stay in this game and compete with juniors, I need to keep my calculation sharp. So.
I thought the answer had to do with good looks, but I think you presented very well. Thank you, Gregory. Thank you very much. Good luck in your tournament.
Yeah, congratulations on your first round.
Thank you.
Very
Thank
nice.
you very much.
Very nice.